and the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready up. Rock 57. I got him.
He's got a first down past the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
A big play there on the first play of the game. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On first down, it's Vaughn. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Right hand. Let's go. I'm coming for you. Mine.
He'll have a first down past the 40. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hand ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out.
Check 43.
From the pistol, they
Linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
on second down, Cook. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down.
Check 99, 25, check 25, check 25. Out.
He can run for it, and he will. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
60 Pittsburgh. I got 2.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And it's fielded at the 34. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Second and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Let's go now. 30 base. Hey, exit. 3 ball. Get it.
Minshew, first and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. To throw again, King. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Eluding the pressure right. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Gardner Minshew with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, that's what you want to see from your quarterback when it's a goal line situation. A guy who's not afraid to tuck the ball, give his body up, and get into the end zone. That ought to inspire his entire team.
64,
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now King. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
No. Shift! Watch the shift! Hey, Will, check 24. Shift!
King now to throw on 3rd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, King flushed out right. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here we go, here we go. Time to end it. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Miles Jack with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
To the football, it's blocked. It's picked up a lot. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. In for the score. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. King on 1st down. Complete. Smith has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The stop by Tatum Bryan. No gain on the play.
To throw is King. Off play action. They'll roll him out right. He's got Smith here. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Switch. Kill. Check. Lucky.
Looking to throw. King. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards the pickup there.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. King, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. He's at the 50, the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Check your hot read. Shoot.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
48 Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. Heavy? What you got? Give me some. Here we go. Check 13.
Here's King, operating from the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And the kick by Elliott is good. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
44 to Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 44. Mike, 44. Slow. Hey, watch the blood. Watch the blood. Motion. Pop. There you go.
King. Off the play fake. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Check 9, check 9. Whip. Watch the whip.
King now looking to throw on second down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
We want it. Come to my world. Mike 48. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
King on third down. Here as he's taken down. Miles Jack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Let's go. Let's do this.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Flush to his right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew, he's going to rifle, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
At the 24-yard line.
Check. Twitch. Watch the twitch. Switch. Check. Ball trot. Go. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Watch the run.
To throw is King. To throw on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Deuce. 36. Check 37.
Looking to throw. King setting up the screen for Cook. And he's got room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I'm coming after you.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Vaughn. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Quit talking about it and let it go.
On 2nd down, Minshew. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Hey, hold on. Watch both balls. Here we go. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike.
Throwing on 1st down, King. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
7 at the 13-yard line.
Ready. 44. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check. Drop. Shift. Kill. Yes.
A toss to Cook. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On the carry. Leon Jacobs brought him down. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
He's moving, boys. 44. Mike, 44. That's it. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Back to throw. King. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Get your swerve
On 1st down, it's Vaughn. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Pittsburgh. Come on, D. Get it.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think
under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Looking to throw. King. And this one complete to Smith. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Alert. Okay. Flare. Sponge. Neil. Sponge. No. Check Nick.
Here's King, throwing on 3rd and long, escaping the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check three. 66, pull it, ha. Check go. Slam. Hey, watch edge.
They'll go with Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
44, Mike, 44. Pick it up.
2nd and 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll run on 1st down. Vaughn. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get in there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Well at midfield. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Minshew sets to throw.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
And a Jaguar first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's going to go up top for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Check. Crunch. 6. Kill.
Now King on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch safety green. Watch safety. Safety screen.
King now from the gun. He'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The end result, 21 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. King. Now they go screen. It's complete. The 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
65. Slam. Rush in. Shit.
King operating from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Just like that. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Operating from the gun. King. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That one looks like he'll throw here. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
First down, Jacksonville.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Here's Minshew. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Jaguars, it's a dream.